How'd that work? That works pretty good.
I've never seen you cross your legs, but hey, if it works for you.
It works. Kind of cramping up though. There's not a lot of room up in the front.
You're not flexible. I understand.
No, I gotta join some yogas.
You know what? Speaking of yoga, it's funny you bring that up actually, because I've been looking at doing some yoga because it's supposed to help my shoulder problems, and it's also very good for your general flexibility and health, and and it allows you to stretch a lot of different muscles all at once. And you know what? I did a lot of research into joining a yoga club in town. Do you know what the cheapest option, just for an introductory month, so it's only valid, this price is only valid for 1 month.
$35.
40.
Ah, it was so close.
It's like Price is Right. You're the closest I've gone over.
It's $35 plus tax is $40.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Yeah!
No, sure. I didn't anticipate a dirt road, but I guess, holy hell.
Man.
I'm sorry, I made a bad judgment call. But we're traversing new roads. Yes, we're not forging our own roads. My car's not built for that.
This is where I learned to drive on these back roads.
I thought you were gonna go with like, this is where you bury the bodies, but what were we talking about?
I completely forget. What happened? Where are we?
Okay, you go back, you remind us what we were talking about.
Yoga.
Yoga, thank you.
Thank you.
So, basically, $40 for an introductory month. I'm thinking, okay, like you can visit as many classes as you want, and the studio basically runs yoga all day. So you have the chance to do like, not that you would do 2 or 3 classes, but you can fit a class into every day of the month if you wanted to, into your schedule.
Whatever day works for you.
Precisely. So I thought, hey, that's not bad. What's the regular price? Now, what would you guess the regular price?
50.
Nope.
80.
85.
Ah, with tax it's 85.
That's right. So, tax is just $5. That's all it is. So, $85 a month. And I'm like, no way. Because
not when I can look it up on YouTube and do it myself in the comfort of my own home without people laughing at me.
Precisely. And you know what? I did an introductory yoga class, and I've actually subscribed to this person. I'm not going to give them a shout out because I don't remember their name and I don't want to give you the wrong info. But we can post it.
It's on YouTube.
You can post it, or you can do like one of the little...
Like you're subscribed to them on YouTube?
I am.
Okay.
I am. So check me out, Wides, and then you'll see all my subscribers. This guy's one of them. And then you'll see it. I think it's Yoga by Adrienne or something like that. You'll know it when you see it. Anyways, I did an introductory class, and the tough thing is, and I think this is probably the same for any beginner, is that you are faced with having to watch the video and try to do the moves at the same time. But some of the moves include you looking down or up, but you have to keep looking at the video to see what the hell they're talking about. So I think maybe as time goes on, you get used to the moves, and
absolutely.
Like, oh yeah, do this move, and then transition to this, and Warrior 2, and whatever else, and you can do that. But I will tell you, I was sweating after.
Oh, it's a huge workout.
Like,
there's a reason most of the people who go to yoga are like skinny.
Yeah. I give them full kudos for, doing, and we have a few friends of ours from high school that are yoga instructors.
We do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But good for them.
Come so far, earning $80 per person an hour.
Well, they probably because they only go once per month, right?
Per month.
The hour.
All right. So they're not doing so well.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so funny you bring up yoga, because that was something that I found was just a great workout. It's not strenuous, and you can do from the ease of your home.
But it is difficult.
It is difficult. It's not, not strenuous as in you're not going and running 10K and, injuring your knees and ankles because of the pounding.
Or deadlifting 300 pounds.
And then ruining your lower back. It's it's good for you. Now, my only
You shouldn't
concern...
ruin your back doing deadlifts. You're doing them wrong.
That's the thing. Regardless of whether you're doing deadlifts, or I don't know how you run wrong, but... Or if you're doing yoga positions wrong, then, you know, it's going to be a problem if you're not doing it properly in terms of, like, form in that. So that's the only problem with, or the only risk, I guess, of doing it at home, is you don't have somebody there, like a trained professional, that your instructor can say, Alex, you don't want to be turning so
Align
much.
your hips.
You want to, exactly, make sure you have head over heart over pelvis and, you know, things like that. They guide you. So maybe it might be good to do it for an introductory month, and then kind of get used to it, and then do it online for free after. I don't know. Do you guys do yoga? Like, what do you do?
See us go.
So, what?
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 Pardon?
Who?
Sorry.
All right.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
Uh-huh.
When?
All right.
Why? How?
Fine.
Hay bales. No, those are like shredded wheat. That's gonna be in my cereal tomorrow.
Little shredded wheats all over the place.
Yeah. We have to go pick them up, put it in our cereal bowls with the milk.
Who doesn't love some shredded wheat? So what else did you do while you were in Ottawa?
Ottawa. We went to, we attempted to visit Diefenbunker, which was Canada's Cold War Museum. And it was...
Cold War Museum.
Cold War Museum.
Huh.
That was the bunker that the Prime Minister and all important officials would have been transported to in the event of a nuclear war or nuclear threat. So they have it kind of, it's actually surprisingly about 20 minutes out of town. I just would have expected it to be a little closer, but...
Yeah, if there's a nuclear bomb about to drop, is 20 minutes a safe...
Yeah, safe time allowance?
To get
I
to?
don't know. I guess they could fly it. We weren't flying. We don't have private helicopters we can take like the government does, I'm sure. But anyways, we went there, and they closed 3 hours early, unannounced. So that kind of sucked. So we didn't really do that.
You didn't get in?
We didn't get in. We visited.
Oh, man.
We think Rogers owns it because there's a Rogers Tower on top of it. So that was something. Otherwise, we went to...
Can I interrupt?
Sure.
Rogers. Okay, so I'm getting a new office and I need to relocate my cable.
Right.
Internet cable. I'm not with Rogers. Through TechSavvy, but TechSavvy does all their stuff through Rogers. Rogers will come out and they will move the line. They do that. So, cut out the middleman, call Rogers to do this. After you're on hold for 5 minutes, which wasn't too bad at all.
No, not compared to the typical hour you have to wait.
You have to, they say, no, you can't do this. TechSavvy has to do it. They'll set up all the work and then Rogers will tell you when they're coming by. Or whatever. So I had to call TechSavvy on hold for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
2 hours. The total phone call I think was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Because after I finally got someone, they have to say, oh, you gotta fill out Form B on this whatever page, and I'll be on hold, put you on hold, and I'll do that for you, and gotta put you on the account for this, and oh my god, it was 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Wow.
Total conversation just for them to call Rogers, which I already did to get them to do the work.
Should have just kept Rogers on. Well, Rogers wouldn't have held for 2 minutes or 2 hours, but let alone 2 minutes. But at the same point, you should have just joined them and been like, figure this shit out for me, would ya? Well,
that's what TechSavvy and Rogers are gonna do, but it's kind of stupid I couldn't just call Rogers to get them to do it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but who knows?
Not me.
No.
Anyway. How was...
The rest of this...
So Diefenbacher was a bust.
It was a bust.
A bunker buster.
Hey! We then toured around. We visited Hog's Back, which is a kind of like a park area. We saw people playing LARP. LARP, live action role play.
Live action role playing.
Yeah. And so that was pretty interesting. One guy got real pissed. He lost, and he lost his shit.
No!
That didn't touch my leg! He was losing his mind.
What were they LARPing as?
Just medieval.
Did you see him get touched?
Oh yeah, but we were like a distance away.
Oh yeah, so he definitely got hit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what were they LARPing?
Just medieval.
Medieval.
I don't know if there was a theme or anything. They were all just dressed in their medieval gear, much like the movie with Ant-Man, Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah?
Role Model. They do LARP in that.
Huh.
You've never seen that movie?
No.
Oh my god, get out more.
Nah.
Otherwise, after that, we toured around, visited a few other spots, went back, had dinner, and then we did an escape room.
An escape room.
An escape room. And I will tell you,
We're so blurry.
we are blurry. Hey, we're back. So, this escape room in Ottawa, I'm going to give them a shout out because they earned it. Room Escape Ottawa. Check them out on Facebook. Check out their website, actually. Pretty sure it's just roomescapeottawa.com, but don't quote me on that. No idea.
So they're not an escape room. They're a room escape.
Right. The awesome thing is that, have you been to an escape room before?
Nah.
You've never done an escape room.
Wouldn't do well. I'm not good with puzzles. Or
Fair
finding things. I put my phone down for 1 second and
It's gone.
it's gone. I don't even know where it went.
Gone.
Like, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go pour myself a drink. Phone down, drink, got. Where'd my phone go?
Oh
Where'd
my
it
God.
go?
Panic sets in.
It would just be terrible.
So, the beauty of an escape room is that typically you're locked in a room and you have to get out, right? There's all these sorts of games on addictinggames.com or whatever other website. There's thousands of them out there that you just click and you have to find clues, right? And manage them to work out. The neat thing about this one was we got locked in a room and you think, okay, I gotta get out of this room. No problem, right? So I'm not gonna spill all the room's secrets because I think everyone should go and check out this place. But so you get out of this first room, you open up a.
Oh, this is great. We should drive this way the whole time.
Ah, perfect. Just constantly north until Ottawa. So at that point, we got through the first room. We got to a second room, which was a bedroom. After the bedroom mystery was solved, we moved to the bloody bathroom. From the bloody bathroom, when we solved its clues, the wall just shifted in, and it opened up the last, what we thought was the last room, which was a closet. Now, there was an overlying puzzle for the entire area because we kept getting these pieces for the one puzzle, and we're like, how does this work? So, whatever, it's all good. We then got the final clue, and we're like, oh, this opens up the last room. So instead of having one room with like 8 or 10 clues simultaneously you have to solve, it was 5 rooms within the whole setting. And we had the hour, and it was just so well set up because every time you changed and moved to the next room, the music changed and became increasingly creepier. So the whole atmosphere.
Could you walk back into the other rooms? And were they playing like more mellow music the whole time?
The music went throughout the entire room. So you have your standard room, like the first one was just like normal music.
Elevator music?
Elevator music, exactly. But it was still like a little sinister because you know it's a serial killer setting. And then the bedroom was actually the theme, the forest theme from The Last of Us, which I picked up on, which was really cool that they used that. I don't know how they got the rights to it, but they used it. Then the next room was actually where it starts to get scary because you have, crying and whimpering. You're thinking, well, what the hell? And then next we went to the bathroom, the bloody bathroom, and it got, or sorry, the bloody bathroom was the crying and whimpering. And then you got into the what we thought was the last room with all these dolls and symbols and whatever. And it was actually little girls singing and screaming. So it was terrifying.
What were they singing? Like Ring Around the Rosie?
I don't know if it was exactly that. They weren't any really words. They were just kind of humming. And like, la, 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 la. Again, that's Ring Around the Rosie, but it's something to that effect. I can't really recall exactly what it was. But it was horrifying. And they had these little dolls in different places because it was again, serial killer, right? And hands everywhere and whatever else. And these dolls were creepy as hell. You just expect them to start moving and you have to drop kick a bitch, but it was very, very well done. 5 out of 5 stars. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So that was probably one of the highlights of our
what out of 10? You said 5 out of 5. What out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Okay.
It's a solid. It was a solid 10 out of 10. I've done 4 escape rooms in my life, and this was leaps and bounds better than any other one. Comparatively, the next closest might be a 7 out of 10. So it was exceptionally well done.
So if you're in Ottawa, you should check that out, I guess.
Absolutely, 100%. Visit Ottawa because it is a gorgeous city. It's a happening place. But holy God, stay on your side of the road.
What did you think of the Kingston escape room? Because you went there too, right?
You know what? I didn't do the Kingston escape room. We actually, on our way home...
You didn't go to the penitentiary?
Well, we went to the penitentiary.
That's the escape room.
Oh. I got it.
No, you didn't. I had to explain it.
You did. But I get it now. I get it now, is what I mean.
Okay. I didn't get that.
Oh. Now we're even. So yes, it was a wonderful escape room. The tour was about $41 Canadian, so that's $2.50 American, for a 90-minute guided tour. And our tour guide actually probably only did about 50% of the speaking because they had ex-guards, they had an ex-warden talk to us. So it was really, really neat to hear first-hand stories from people who were there and actually worked it. And it was Canada's largest and kind of most maximum security prison. Little known fact, did you know Stratford's prison with 56 cells is also a maximum security prison?
No, I did not know that.
It can hold Canada's worst offenders.
Huh.
So
cool.
Yeah, and I've been in that jail. I toured it, so it was very...
An overnight tour, right? A sleepover.